The invention of plastic drastically changed the way the world consumes. This petroleum byproduct gained popularity for its cheap manufacturing process and exceptional pliability. Innovations in plastic emerged during World War II, proving it to be a vital tool in manufacturing. After the war, plastic manufacturers turned to creating consumer products and packaging, which began making their way into every corner of our lives. While plastic seemed to benefit so many areas of life, no one seemed to consider the long-term problems brought on by this new wonder product. Of all the plastic discarded, only 10% is recycled and 10% is incinerated. The remaining 80% is discarded into landfills or dumped directly into the ocean. Many big-name companies contribute to the disposal of plastic into the ocean. These are the top-ranking corporations that are polluting our oceans, and these 5 countries are dumping more into the oceans than the rest of the world combined. Plastic can take 10 to 600 years to degrade depending on the type. A plastic grocery bag may take 20 years, while a plastic water bottle may take 450 years to degrade. And as the plastic decomposes, it further pollutes the water by releasing toxic compounds. Due to the ocean's vast size, it's impossible to calculate how much plastic it holds. Still, we do know of 4 extremely large gyres, or spiraling currents, that trap and accumulate trash and debris, resulting in massive garbage patches on the ocean's surface. Combined, these garbage patches cover a surface area bigger than China. However, given that 70% of trash sinks to the bottom of the ocean floor, there is far more in the depths of the ocean than can be seen from the surface. If all the garbage were to float to the surface, it would take up an area 3 times the size of China. The toll plastic has taken on our sea life has been immeasurable. An estimated 100 million sea creatures die each year from plastic, getting tangled in plastic 6-pack rings, other packaging materials, or mistaking plastic for food and ingesting it. Plastic pollution is also killing the coral reefs, making them vulnerable to disease. Researchers have stated the likelihood of coral disease increases from 4% to 89% when corals come in contact with plastic. It tears the coral's skin, which then allows harmful bacteria to enter. Currently, at least 700 marine species are at risk of extinction due specifically to plastic. It is unclear how many species have already gone extinct as a result of plastic invading ocean habitats. We may never know the total amount of plastic dumped into our oceans. What we do know is approximately 825 million tons of plastic have been dumped in the oceans since 1950. At this rate, we will reach 1 billion tons in less than 20 years. To put this into a proper perspective, imagine every single passenger car, motorcycle, truck, and bus driving on the road today, including your own, all being dumped in the ocean, and it would still not equal the weight of all plastic that has been dumped over the past 70 years. With so many facets to this plastic dilemma, there may not be one specific or ultimate solution, at least not yet. You've likely been told what you as a consumer can do to help. Don't use plastic straws. Purchase sustainable products. Use canvas shopping bags for groceries. And of course, reduce, reuse, and recycle. Still, to make real strides, changes need to be made at the industrial corporate level, the source of all plastic production. Corporations already know recycling plastic into new products is more costly than creating it from raw material, and the plastic quality degrades once recycled. This helps explain why plastic manufacturers are not true advocates of recycling, as this process is direct competition for their own profits. Ideally, creating plastic from a renewable source that is also biodegradable would be far more preferred. While this has been attempted, producing it inexpensively on a large enough scale to compete with petroleum-based plastic production has not proved viable. Scientists at Berkeley Lab have discovered certain polymers derived from plant-based products can be broken down and reassembled infinitely without degrading the integrity or strength of the plastic. They're hopeful they can get its 33% plant-based production up to 95%. Currently, production relies too heavily on petroleum-based plastics. As for the trash already floating on the surface and polluting the ocean floor, there are companies focused solely on designing ways to remove it. 4Ocean has cleaned up over 11 million pounds of trash from oceans and coastlines. Ocean Cleanup aims to reduce the Great Pacific Garbage Patch by suspending a large screen underwater with floating polythene pipes. Plastics get caught in the screen while sea life passes through safely. Awareness of this issue has been steadily growing for decades, which is a great foundation for working towards a solution. Support is growing through the efforts of individuals to reduce their plastic waste, which makes an impact, albeit a small one. But true change won't come until laws are passed, corporations adhere to them, and are held accountable. Seeing as they're the bulk of the problem, we won't see major improvement until that point.